Have you ever thought that a simple habit, something you believe is healthy, could actually be stealing your sleep, draining your energy, and quietly increasing your risk of dangerous falls at night? As a urologist, I have seen countless seniors in India and in the US shocked to learn that the way they drink water is the silent reason they wake up 2, 3, even 4 times every night to use the bathroom. Nighttime urination is not just an inconvenience. It breaks your deep sleep, weakens your memory, raises your blood pressure, and in the dark, even one wrong step can lead to a fracture that changes your independence forever. Today, I will show you exactly how to drink water so that your nights are peaceful and your mornings are full of energy. This is not about drinking less, it is about drinking right. Before we begin, I would love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from and what time is it right now? Please share in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading your answers. And if you want more clear, trustworthy health guidance for your golden years, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next important tip. Because the habit I am about to reveal could change the way you sleep, starting tonight. Nighttime urination. What everyone thinks is normal, but may not be many. Seniors in India quietly accept waking up 2 or 3 times at night to pass urine, believing it is simply a part of aging. They may even joke about it with friends, thinking it is harmless or a small inconvenience that comes with silver hair and wisdom. But in reality, this habit of broken sleep is not just a sign of growing older, it is a signal from your body that something needs attention. In medical terms, we call it nocturia, and it is one of the most common issues faced by people over 60. Your bladder feels full, your eyes open in the dark, and you slowly get out of bed, careful not to trip on the way to the bathroom. At first, it feels like a routine, but over months and years, it begins to chip away at your rest, your strength, and even your confidence. When your sleep is cut short, you lose the deep stages of rest, where your body repairs itself and your mind resets. Without that deep sleep, you may wake up in the morning feeling as if you never slept at all. During the day, you might notice your memory is slower, your patience shorter, and your energy fading by afternoon. This is not just tiredness. It is your body struggling to recover from a night that never truly rested. For some seniors, especially those living alone, getting up at night carries an extra worry. In the darkness, balance is not as steady, eyesight is weaker, and even a small stumble can lead to a fall. A hip fracture, for example, can mean months of pain, hospital visits, and a loss of independence that no one wishes for. In families, children may worry but hesitate to say anything, not wanting to interfere with their parents' routine. Science tells us that nocturia can be linked to changes in the bladder's ability to hold urine, hormonal shifts that reduce the body's natural control of nighttime urine production, or underlying health conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure. But sometimes it is also caused by habits we can change, such as when and how we drink water. If you find yourself waking more than once a night, do not ignore it as normal for my age. Begin by observing your routine, how much fluid you take after sunset, whether you have tea or coffee in the evening, and how often you go to the toilet before bed. Small changes here can make a real difference. The good news is that nocturia is not a life sentence. With mindful habits, and if necessary, timely medical advice, you can reduce those nighttime interruptions and reclaim peaceful, healing sleep. Remember, Even in your later years, you have the power to shape your health one thoughtful step at a time. And sometimes that step begins with listening to what your nights are trying to tell you, the natural mechanism of the body, and nighttime urine. Inside your body, two organs work quietly day and night without asking for praise or rest: your kidneys and your bladder. The kidneys filter your blood every minute, removing waste and excess water, while the bladder stores this filtered fluid until it is time to pass it out. Most of us never think about this process because it happens so smoothly, like a background song you do not even notice. Yet, as we grow older, this silent teamwork begins to change in ways we may not immediately see. At night, your body has a very clever system to let you sleep peacefully without interruptions. It produces a special chemical messenger called ADH, or antidiuretic hormone. This hormone tells the kidneys to slow down the production of urine while you are sleeping, so the bladder fills more slowly. It is like a wise night watchman who knows when to dim the lights and keep the streets quiet so the town can rest. However, with age, the amount of ADH our body makes can decrease. This means the kidneys do not get the signal to slow down and they keep producing urine at the same pace as during the day. Slowly, you find your bladder filling up faster at night, and the urge to get up and go becomes harder to ignore. The bladder itself also changes over the years. The walls lose some of their natural elasticity, so they cannot stretch as much as before. Imagine an old leather bag that has carried many loads. It becomes stiffer, less able to hold the same amount. Even a smaller volume of urine can trigger that full feeling, especially in the middle of the night when you most want to stay asleep. For men, there is another common reason. The prostate gland, which sits just below the bladder, can grow larger with age, a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. This enlargement gently squeezes the tube that carries urine out, so the bladder cannot empty completely. As a result, even after you pass urine, some is left behind, and it does not take long before the bladder feels full again. For women, especially after menopause, hormonal changes can make the bladder lining more sensitive and the pelvic muscles weaker. This combination means even a small amount of urine can create a strong urge to rush to the toilet. Add to this the fact that many elderly women in India also manage household responsibilities late into the evening, and the strain on the body becomes more pronounced. Certain health conditions that are common in our later years can also contribute. Diabetes, for example, causes the body to push excess sugar out through urine, increasing the volume produced. High blood pressure can affect the delicate blood vessels in the kidneys, making them less efficient in controlling urine production at night. Understanding these natural and medical factors is not about frightening you. It is about giving you the knowledge to take action. If you notice changes, begin by observing patterns: how often you wake, how much you drink in the evening, and whether there are other symptoms like burning, swelling, or pain. Remember, your kidneys and bladder have served you faithfully for decades. With a few mindful adjustments and by seeking timely medical advice when needed, you can help them continue their work with less strain. Even in your 70s or 80s, it is possible to restore more peaceful nights. You have more control over this process than you may realize, and that is a reason for hope. 3. Common evening drinking mistakes that disturb your sleep. Many elders in India take great pride in keeping healthy habits, yet some routines we believe are good can quietly rob us of rest. One of the most common mistakes is drinking a large amount of water just before going to bed. It might feel refreshing, especially on a warm night or after a spicy dinner, but this single act forces your kidneys to keep working when the rest of your body is ready to sleep. Instead of slowing down, they must filter the extra fluid filling your bladder quickly and waking you with an urgent need to pass urine. Imagine finishing all your household work for the day and lying down to rest only for someone to hand you a big pile of dishes. That is what your kidneys experience at night when you drink heavily before bed. The second mistake happens when we try to catch up on water intake in the evening after forgetting to drink enough during the day. Many seniors drink very little while they are busy with chores, market visits, or social activities, then return home and gulp down several glasses after sunset. But our bodies are not like storage tanks that can hold extra water for later. They are more like a flowing stream using and releasing water constantly. Drinking large amounts at night overloads the system exactly when it should be resting, and the result is predictable repeated trips to the bathroom, broken sleep, and a tired body the next morning. The third mistake is enjoying tea, coffee, or fizzy drinks in the late evening. In many Indian homes, that last cup of chai around 7 or 8 p.m. is a comforting ritual, a way to unwind and share conversation. However, caffeine is a mild diuretic. It tells your body to produce more urine, and it also irritates the bladder, making it more sensitive. For older adults whose bladder capacity is already reduced, this can mean waking up even when the bladder is only partly full. Fizzy drinks carry the same problem along with extra sugar that can further disturb sleep and increase urine production. It is important to see these habits not as faults, but as patterns we can change for better health. If you recognize yourself in any of these examples, begin with small adjustments. Try to drink most of your water before early evening sip rather than gulp, and replace late night tea or coffee with soothing alternatives like warm turmeric milk or jera water. These small shifts can make a big difference in how peacefully you sleep. Remember, your body works best when it follows a steady rhythm. By respecting that rhythm, giving your kidneys and bladder lighter work at night, you allow them and yourself the deep rest needed to heal and stay strong. Even simple changes in evening drinking habits can return control over your nights, reduce the risk of falls, and leave you feeling fresher and more confident each morning. You do not have to accept restless nights as part of aging. You can take back your sleep one gentle choice at a time. The right way to drink water throughout the day. For seniors in India, water is more than just a way to quench thirst, it is a daily medicine for the body. Yet, like any medicine, the right amount and timing make all the difference. Health experts recommend that older adults aim for about 2 to 2.5 liters of water a day, which works out to roughly 8 to 10 glasses. This number is not meant to be achieved in one sitting, but to be spread gently across the day so that your body stays hydrated without overloading your kidneys at night. The day can begin with a glass of water soon after you wake up. This simple habit gently awakens your digestive system, stimulates your kidneys, and helps your body flush out the waste that has built up overnight. In many Indian homes, this first glass is warm water, sometimes infused with a pinch of turmeric or jera, giving both comfort and mild healing benefits. Between breakfast and lunch, aim for 2 to 3 glasses of water taken in slow sips rather than big gulps. Sipping gives your body time to absorb and use the water effectively instead of sending it quickly to the bladder. You can keep a steel tumbler or copper pot nearby as a reminder, a small but steady source to encourage regular drinking. In the afternoon, especially during the warmer months, another 2 to 3 glasses can help maintain hydration and energy. This is the time when many elders begin to feel a dip in alertness, and proper hydration can prevent that sluggishness. Adding hydrating foods to your lunch, such as bottle gourd, lauki cucumber, thin dal, or coconut water, is a traditional and gentle way to meet part of your fluid needs without drinking too much plain water at once. After 6 or 7 p.m., it is wise to reduce your intake gradually. The goal is not to avoid water completely, but to limit large amounts that would fill your bladder and interrupt your sleep. If your mouth feels dry, take a few sips of warm water, not a full glass. This small adjustment can prevent the late night trips to the bathroom that so often disturb deep sleep for older adults. The way you drink water matters as much as the timing. Avoid gulping down several glasses quickly, even during the day. This sudden flood can strain your kidneys and may cause discomfort in your stomach. Think of hydration like feeding a plant. Small regular watering keeps it healthier than drowning it all at once. Your body, like that plant, thrives on steady care. These habits also fit well into the rhythms of Indian daily life. For example, a glass after morning prayers, a few sips during your mid-morning break, another glass before starting lunch preparations, and one with your afternoon tea snack replacing the tea. If you wish, can all become effortless parts of your routine. By evening, you will have met most of your daily needs without feeling thirsty or overfull. It is easy to underestimate the role of water in preventing fatigue, dizziness, and even mood changes. Many seniors mistake mild dehydration for normal aging, accepting it as something they must live with. But the truth is, when you hydrate correctly, you feel more alert, steadier on your feet, and more able to enjoy the activities you love. Remember, your kidneys and bladder have served you faithfully for decades. By giving them the right workload at the right time, you allow them to rest at night and work efficiently during the day. You do not need to live with constant nighttime interruptions. By making mindful choices about when and how you drink water, you can protect your sleep, your energy, and your independence one glass at a time. And that is a habit worth keeping for life. Gentle non-medication. Tips to reduce nighttime urination. There are times when the simplest actions taken at the right moment can make a real difference to your nights. One of the easiest habits to develop is using the bathroom just before you go to bed, even if you do not feel a strong urge. By emptying the bladder as much as possible, you give yourself a few extra hours before it fills again. Many elders in India skip this step, thinking it is unnecessary, but it can be the difference between sleeping through until dawn and waking twice before midnight. Another helpful change is replacing late evening tea or coffee with calming bladder-friendly drinks. In Indian tradition, warm turmeric milk known as haldi doodh is a natural favorite. It soothes inflammation, supports digestion, and does not stimulate urine production the way caffeine does. Similarly, jeera water or ajwain water taken warm can help settle the stomach and promote relaxation before bed. Over time, these swaps can reduce bladder irritation and make nighttime urges less frequent. Keeping your legs, feet, and lower abdomen warm at night is another often overlooked tip. In cooler seasons, or even in the comfort of a fan-cooled room, cold can subtly stimulate the bladder and make you feel like urinating more often. Wearing warm socks, using a light blanket over your abdomen, or placing a small hot water bag for a few minutes before sleep can help keep muscles relaxed and reduce those sudden urges. Gentle movement during the day, particularly in the late afternoon, can also make a difference. Light walks in the garden, simple stretches, or a round of household chores improve blood circulation and help prevent fluid from pooling in the lower legs. When fluid is trapped there during the day, it often moves back into the bloodstream once you lie down at night, increasing urine production. By keeping circulation active, you reduce this effect and support your body's natural balance. Diet in the evening plays a part as well. Reducing the amount of salt in your dinner can ease the workload on your kidneys. Salt causes your body to retain more water, and the excess fluid eventually has to be processed often at night. Indian dinners with pickles, papad, and salted snacks can unknowingly raise sodium intake, so be mindful about portion sizes and seasoning. Choosing fresh vegetables, dal, and light chapati over heavily salted items can help keep fluid levels stable. These are not drastic changes, and they do not require expensive treatments or complicated routines. They are small, thoughtful adjustments that fit naturally into the rhythm of life for most Indian seniors. You can still enjoy comfort, taste, and tradition, but with an awareness of how each choice affects your nights. Think of these tips as giving your bladder and kidneys a bit of kindness. They have worked tirelessly for decades, and they too deserve a rest when you sleep. By taking these gentle steps, you give your body the chance to heal during the night so your mornings can begin with energy and clarity. You do not need to accept disturbed sleep as a fixed part of aging. With awareness, patience, and a few mindful habits, it is entirely possible to reduce those nighttime interruptions and enjoy the deep, unbroken rest your body craves. These small efforts repeated daily can help you reclaim peaceful nights, and that in turn will make your days brighter and stronger. Part 6. When it is time to see a doctor. For many elders in India, waking up at night to pass urine is seen as an unavoidable part of growing older. We quietly adjust our routines, keep a torch by the bed, and tell ourselves, it is normal at my age. But there are certain signs that should never be ignored because they may point to a more serious health issue that needs attention. If you notice that your nighttime urination is accompanied by pain, burning, or discomfort, it is a signal your bladder or urinary tract may be inflamed or infected. This is not just a matter of irritation. Untreated infections can spread, weaken the kidneys, and cause far greater harm over time. Similarly, if you ever see blood in your urine, even a faint pink or rust-colored tinge, it must be checked immediately. In many cases, it could be due to treatable causes, but in rare cases, it may indicate something more serious that needs early diagnosis. Another warning sign is when the number of times you wake to urinate increases rapidly over weeks or months rather than gradually over years. A sudden change often means your body is reacting to a new problem. Perhaps high blood sugar from diabetes, changes in heart function, or a developing prostate issue in men. For women, hormonal changes or pelvic floor weakness can sometimes cause a quick worsening, but that too can be managed with medical guidance. Watch also for swelling in your feet or ankles, especially if it appears alongside nighttime urination. This can be a sign that your heart or kidneys are under strain, allowing fluid to build up in your body during the day and be released at night. Unexplained fatigue, breathlessness, or a noticeable drop in weight without changes in diet should also prompt a visit to your doctor. Some of the common underlying conditions linked to these symptoms include benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, in men, diabetes, chronic kidney disease, heart failure, and urinary tract infections. All of these can be treated or managed far more effectively when caught early. The danger is not in the condition itself, but in allowing it to remain undetected until it has already caused damage. The safest approach is to make regular health checkups a part of your life, even when you feel fine. A simple set of tests, blood sugar, kidney function, urine analysis, and an ultrasound can provide a clear picture of how your urinary system is working. In India, these tests are widely available and need not be expensive. Many hospitals and clinics even offer senior citizen health packages that include these screenings. I understand that visiting a doctor can feel like admitting weakness, and many elders fear they will be told bad news. But in truth, the sooner you know, the more control you have. A small change in diet, a short course of medicine, or a gentle lifestyle adjustment can often restore your comfort and peace of mind. Please remember, you are not being judged for your symptoms. Your doctor's role is to listen, understand, and help you live the healthiest, most independent life possible. Do not wait until the discomfort is unbearable or an accident happens in the night. Your health is your freedom, and protecting it is an act of self-respect. If you have noticed any of the signs we discussed, pain, blood swelling, sudden changes, or unexplained fatigue, take the step to get checked. It is not weakness, it is wisdom. With timely care, you can keep your nights peaceful, your days active, and your body strong for the years ahead. My dear friends, as we come to the end of our conversation today, I hope you have found some gentle reminders and practical ideas to make your nights more peaceful. The simple truth is that small mindful changes, from when you drink water to how you care for your bladder, can protect your sleep, your energy, and your independence. But remember, if you have any specific symptoms or ongoing health issues, nothing replaces the guidance of a trusted doctor who knows your personal medical history. Your health is too precious to be left to guesswork. I would truly love to hear from you. Please write in the comments what lesson or thought stayed with you today. If you feel this video has been useful, type the number 1 in the comments. If you feel it was not quite right for you, type 0 so I can improve and serve you better next time. And before you go, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with a friend or family member who might benefit from it. We grow stronger when we care for each other. These tips are shared for general awareness. If you're facing any health challenges, be sure to check with your doctor before trying anything new.